This webinar is about encouraging you to build something with us. So, speaking just a bit about Fathom. Fathom in its core, it's the stablecoin, the stable asset, over-collateralized. It's collateralized at the moment with XDC. Later we can bring another assets. XDC is enterprise focused chain, means the purpose of this chain is to bring institutions, enterprise, and build something with them and for them. ETHIndia has subnets aside from the main chain, so main chain is more for the retail users, subnets is more for institutions users. So about FXD stablecoin, if we are building stablecoin just because we vision it as a beginning of the network ecosystem, beginning of DeFi ecosystem. And for DeFi ecosystem, we need some stable asset, like for example, DAI is this asset for Ethereum. So FXD stablecoin is this asset for XDC. What we are going to build next is the full-scale lending, where you will be able to collateralize other types of the assets, like real-world assets, tokenized gold, ETFs in various places like Singapore, Hong Kong, ETFs on US Treasury bonds, named USTY. It's already signed and tokenized on XDC. So we are going to bring it into the protocol, use them to borrow our stablecoin, and use the stablecoin in, for example, in the vaults we are building, or in other solutions you can find on XDC network. Aside from stablecoin, we also have decentralized exchange. We have the governance, means we are decentralized protocol. We operate over DAO. You can get your FTHM token. It's already live. You can find it on Bitrue. FTHM token can be used only for for voting in the governance. It will never be used for collateralization purpose. For collateralization, we are going to use only XDC and real-world assets. Talking about FXD, you can think about some main components of it. The biggest one is, of course, the CDPs. As CDPs, the borrower can come, collateralize their XDC, and borrow some FXD. But yeah, for example, you can use $100 in XDC, but you will be able to borrow just, for example, 75 FXDs, which is based on your loan-to-value ratio. Also, we have the stable swap, which helps us to maintain the peg. We have the flash loans, which gives more opportunities for arbitrageurs on our DEX, on other DEXs in XDC and other centralized exchanges. Liquidation model is also decentralized, but we have the whitelisted pool for liquidators, and we are going to onboard them on a whitelist basis. So I think I can talk more about Fathom, but I want to encourage you to build something with us. So on Earth Global website, you can find all the necessary links for you. You can find the links that will lead you to XDC information, to XDC mainnet, testnet, developer forum. Also, you can find our website, our white paper where all the technical moments are described, our GitHub where you can find all the open sourced work, means we're fully open sourced. Links to our DApp, links to our stablecoin on the mainnet, links to our stablecoin on the testnets, and also we built some CDKs for TypeScript and Solidity to make it easier for you to work with our protocol, to borrow stablecoin, to track positions, to build front-end applications. Also testnet faucet, RPCs lists for mainnet and testnet. So this is a Fathom website. You also can check all the information. I will not really stop here. Our white paper is on Gist. You can read all the technical moments about how we are maintaining our protocol to be over-collateralized, how we implement fixed spread liquidation strategy. You also can find the information about, fixed spread liquidation strategy, about our stable swap, how to do the flash mint. You can check about our DAO model, voting model. how DEX works, pretty much Uniswap works. Check the most common user flows and token distributions, etc. Also, please check our GitHub when you will start building. You can find it insightful. You can check our core repositories here in the pinned section of the GitHub page. Smart contracts for the stablecoin, Chrono application, SDK in the TypeScript. You can also check our application. You can find it on dev.fathom.fi. Also, demo application on the testnet. So you can check for FXD. You can check example how you can stake FTHM and vote for the governance. You can check on DEX. But the most important thing is, of course, stablecoin. You can open your position. For example, I want to use 500 XDC tokens, and I want to borrow, let's say, 10 stablecoins. Means I can go more, but I cannot. I need to be over collateralized always. If position will become under collateralized, if it will be at risk becoming under collateralized, it may be liquidated by the liquidators who will repay stablecoin by taking the collateral back on some small spread, which will make them the profit. So, for example, I want to borrow 10 stablecoins. I can click on open position. Wait just for a bit. Hope it works. It should be very fast, but network here is very bad. So let's see when the transactions will pass for me. But transactions are minted like each 2 seconds. So here you go. You can see my position: 500 collateral, 10 FXD. Safety buffer is 52%. Position is pretty safe. And I can manage my position. I can repay it. I can top up it or repay it partially or fully. When I'm repaying it, I need to cover some interest, which is accruing on my position. To incentivize protocol, liquidators, FTHM holders community. So I repaid my position. Hopefully it disappeared. Again, we will be launching more projects for Fathom vaults when you will be able to collateralize, borrow FXD, and use FXD to get yield on FXD in the stable asset. Also, you can check our stablecoin in BlockScan, which is Explorer for XDC or for Fathom testnet. You can check our NPM model for TypeScript, named Fathom SDK. It's pretty much easy to install it, to import all the services you can use, for example, pool services, position services, proposals, stable swaps, etc., and use those functions in your application, in your front-end application. Also, we have Solidity SDK. This targets mostly to abstract your proxy wallet. So it will be easier for you from your application, from your Solidity application, to open new positions, close positions, to grab some information about your positions, etc., about your debt. Please check possible public RPCs for XDCs on chain list. Chain number is 50. And for Fathom testnet, Fathom is a testnet for XDC. You can check for the chain number 51 on chain list. That's pretty much it. Means we are the sponsors. We incentivize people to build something on XDC, and the huge bonus to build also something that will utilize, for example, our stablecoin in your work. We have $10,000 in the prizes, free places, so you can check also the recorded workshop there. Check all the links, please. Let's build together.